Hello, everybody. Sorry, bear with me. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty getting this all in here. I don't know what was going on, but I think we've got it. Yes. Okay. All right, ladies, welcome. I hope I know I kept you waiting forever and I apologize. I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on here, but I'm trying to see if you can see, and it looks like you can. I put a little sample package up here so you guys could kind of see where I was going with this for size. Let me see if my light helps a little bit. I've got all the ribbons that I used, and I just went ahead and did a smaller box, and this is the tag that I used on the sample picture, and this is another option. Let me get this iPad over here real quick up so I can see what you're seeing. Hopefully that will help. There we go. Okay. There's probably going to be a little bit of a delay. So anyways, with that bow, this bow is super simple. Aren't those tags cute, Taryn? Okay, so the like I said, the bow's super simple, and you can do it multiple ways. It's really, there's no rules. So I'm just going to kind of give you a generic option of what I did, and you can take it from there and put your own flair on it. So I have, these are the 5 ribbons that I decided to use with my black and white buffalo plaid, but I figured they would go with this one as well. So I thought, well, we'll just change it up a little bit. I wanted a smaller box so you guys could see it, because that other box is quite large, and I knew if I put it on the table you wouldn't be able to see it that well. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here, because what I'm gonna do is, I usually tend to do my bows according to the width of my package, or however size I want it to fit on the package. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this wired ribbon, and I generally buy wired just because it makes it easier, and I never know what I'm going to use it for. So when I say I don't know what I'm going to use it for, just sometimes wired is just nice to have on hand, because it shapes up really well. It makes it easy. So I tend to kind of go that route. That's just me personally. So this one is about an inch and a half wide on this. Okay, this one looks like it's about 3 inches on the burlap looking one, and this one I think is going to be even, that might be about, it's about an inch and a half too. It doesn't look as, it looks smaller for some reason compared to the black, but it's not, it's the same size. You can go different widths and, you know, go with it that way. It doesn't matter, but you're going to see that I'm going to use, these are the same, and it's still going to look just as cute. So I'm going to go ahead and take my largest one, and I'm going to just kind of eyeball it on the package, and I'm going to go a little bit over, a couple inches over on each side. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because when I get done and I want to kind of cute the edges up a little bit, I end up cutting them at an angle. Okay, I'm because I'm rushing around here trying to get on them frazzled, and I can't think right now. So there's a name for dovetail. I'm going to dovetail the ribbon. Bear with me, guys. So I want to go over. So like I said, you do not have to stress on measuring. Just, you really can't mess it up. So hopefully you can see that I'm over a little bit there. I'm going to cut here. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 the same length. Okay, you're done with that one. Then I'm going to take the black. And on this one, I'm cutting 2 of everything, okay? This one, you can, if you don't want to have to mess with measuring, you can make it the same size. We are going to cut it though a little bit smaller in the end. So I'm just going to take it down maybe an inch smaller. That's just so I don't waste my ribbon because it's such a cute ribbon. Okay, it's about an inch short on both sides. And like I said, we're going to do 2. It'll take you longer to decide what ribbon you're going to use than to make this bow. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do that one same, little bit smaller. And you want to have a good variety of ribbon. You want it to match, but you know, use the colors within your papers and anything that would match well. And you know, when you look at this, you're thinking, well, that's probably really not going to look good together because you got plaid, you got polka dots, but you'd be amazed how cute it is when it all comes together. So you just kind of want to get in the color family that you want to stick with. Okay, so we've got 2 of those. All right, these are going to be my embellishments, so I'm going to wait till last to put those on. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbons, we're going to take and layer them, just how we cut them, in the order that we cut them. Biggest to smallest in a sense. And we're going to make a letter X. Okay, and then I decided I wanted to add, you know, add the pom-poms because I thought it would be a cute textural thing. And then I knew I had kind of these evergreen pine pipe cleaners. So I thought, oh, that might be cute in there too. So I just took one and I eyeballed it and I cut it in half. Actually, I think I'm going to do it like this so it shows. I'm trying to remember how I did it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a little bit of palm accent. And I did it the length because I kind of rolled it up in the end, which I'll show you when we get there. But I kind of went the length of the ribbon. So same distance. That's why it's easy to remember and it's easy to throw together. Let's get that red one. Same thing. Hopefully I'm staying within camera. Okay, so about the same, okay? And I just did one of each. And I just crisscrossed it that way. You are more than welcome to do 2 red and 2 white. I just didn't because I just didn't feel that it needed all of that. And then what I did is I just had these laying around. You can use string, you can use jute. I have jute as well. This just makes it easier because it's wired. And it makes it quick and easy to close up. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take it in the center. And you're just going to gather it. Just like that. That easy. And then what you're going to do is take your pipe cleaner around it and pull it super tight. And then twist and kind of tighten it as you're twisting, just so you get a really good hold on it. Now you can take this and wrap it around if you want to. I don't think I did on that just because I really didn't want too much of the glitter showing. So it's completely up to you, and depending on what you use, if you want it to show. Let me get my cutters here. And I just trimmed it off. You could also use those ends if you wanted to attach it. So you could leave them long if you choose to. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut the ends of my ribbon to just make it a little bit nicer looking and more aesthetically pleasing. And that you can do however you want. I kind of like the dovetail, so I tend to do that a lot on my stuff. And what you do, have your bow facing up, fold it over so your folded edge is basically on the top, and you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut to the corner. Okay, same with this side. Fold it over. Instead of going backwards, I'm going to cut from the corner up. And you just eyeball it. However long you want your tails is where you're going to go. And excuse me for just 1 minute. I apologize. My son put something in the oven and he forgot about it. I could smell it. Ah, children. All right, so go on your bottom. I'm going to do the same thing. Cut. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to cut up. And same with this one. This is really simple and really easy. Oh, see now, okay, I made a mistake. This is what happens when you get in a hurry. Okay, so you can see I went the wrong way. So instead of getting my tail, I have an arrow. But that's okay, because we can fix it. It is going to make it a little bit shorter than what I would want. But don't panic if you do it. Just take your time when you're cutting so you know you're going the right direction. Kind of look at it and visualize it. Don't get in a hurry and get things out of the oven that your son forgets in the oven and get frazzled. See, it's okay. It's not a big deal. If you're super upset about it, you can undo your wire and put a new piece in. I'm not, because nobody is even going to notice. And worst case scenario, I can bring this one up. But I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so then we're going to go to the next one. And what I'm going to do, I think on this one, I think I will dovetail this one as well. And you're just going to go a little bit. I'm actually going to take a little bit more off because I want it to be a little bit shorter in length than the bottom one. My scissors aren't working here. So it's a little bit shorter so you can see it. And then we'll fold this one over. Hopefully you guys can see. Kind of over. Need to move over a little bit. Okay, so let me think if I'm going the right way for the tail. That way you're kind of staggered and you see all the layers. And like I said, you can do more layers. You can do more ribbon too. It's all in however you want it to look. Okay, so this one. Once we get it all cut, then we'll pull it into shape. This one will go this way. I love the dovetail. I think it looks really cute. And then on the polka dot one, since I don't want to have them all the same, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to angle cut that one. Okay. And then we'll go to the outside. Let's see how I did that one, short to long. So So we'll angle this one as well. That way it just kind of gives it a different look. We're going to pull these out. And I can't see comments on my iPad, so hopefully there's no questions that I'm missing. Okay. And then all I do is I just start kind of fluffing and pulling. Don't be afraid to pull it. You're not going to hurt it. Just get your wires down so you don't stab yourself. And then it's really just pulling it, as simple as that, and how you want it to look. And I just like to pull mine down. Kind of pull this up, just kind of separate them a bit, just so you can see them. And like I said, if you did more ribbon, then you get a little bit fuller bow, and you get more dimension with the different layers. My thing is I don't want too many, but you could certainly just double everything that you're doing and then just do another layer if you wanted to make this bigger. You know, after you get up to here, do this, repeat the layers again and make it fuller, you know. So the possibilities are endless. And then what I did is I just took my little evergreen pipe cleaner, just kind of got it where I wanted it, spread out. And then this you can leave, you know, you can leave up, but I think it's cute just kind of curling them a little bit. Where's my other red? Let me see if I can get this one to work. Let's pull that. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can even wrap it around something. Let's see what I got here. If you wanted to do that, you know, just kind of go crazy with however you want it. Okay, and then what I did, so see, you can see, because I like my I like my bows big and fluffy. So there's a little bit of a presentation, you know, to it. Then what I would do is you could either, and I collect bows, ask my kids, no bow goes in the trash at our house. So whenever we have the holidays, I always take all the bows off and redo them or refluff them, or, you know, do whatever to them so I can use them again. But what I would do then is I would probably tape this on, and then what I would do is tape this down first, so then they can enjoy this afterwards and use it however they want. And then I would tape the bow down. If you had left your ties, you know, you could have left a little tail on that and taped it down that way too. It doesn't matter, however you want to do it. And that's what I do. And the other thing you can do too at the holidays, I like to do, is add little embellishments to the top. Like if you had, oh gosh, I should have grabbed something. Let's just say you had, you know, do I have anything laying here that I could show you? Okay, well, I don't think I do. Of course, usually I have a million things laying here that's not supposed to, but when I want it. Okay, let me think here. Let me see. Well, let's just pretend this is something wood, or this is something plastic. You could glue it in the center of your bow, you know, to change it up, make it different. You could attach it with needle and thread, however you want to do it. I try to make things as easy as possible. So that is it. That's how easy this is. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the message and I can answer them for you. It really is super simple, and you just make it however you want to do it and layer it up as much as you want. And I am so sorry that I was late. I'm so sorry I had an interruption of burning biscuits in the oven. So thank you for coming out, and hopefully if you're seeing this on the replay, drop a replay in the comments. And if you would like to share this, you can share it, sprinkle, whatever is the right word for the day. But thanks for coming out, and we will have something next week for you as well. I'll try to get a sample up of our next week tutorial and be on time. All right, you guys, have a good night, and thanks for coming out.